So dipping into that long term a little bit more, but Mike, if you could elaborate on that, what do you see? I mean, it's hard to look past the next minute or the next headline or the next email, but maybe you spent a little bit of time thinking about what things could look like, a year and a half or 2 years down the road. Where do you see things headed?
So, as that stated, we are both, and as a company, very bullish about the real estate market overall for the long haul. If you look at the market fundamentals, particularly in the last recession, the Great Recession, obviously housing kind of brought us into the recession. So we created and caused it. Traditionally, housing brings people out of downturns or recessions, and housing usually appreciates in downturns and recessions. So we feel like, given the foundation of the market right now and the fundamentals, we are in a very, very good position for not only for housing to take us out, but for us to see growth in price and in new construction. If you look at the market where we sit now versus 2008, first of all, we're not an overvalued market. We didn't see the price spikes, the overexuberance, the pushing up of values because of investors that we saw in 2008. We also have equity in homes at all-time highs, where if you look back to 2008, 2009, equity was being used as just funny money to buy fun things. So you had people taking out home equity loans or refinancing their homes to buy everything from a TV to a Porsche. And that just hasn't happened now. Because we have so much equity in our homes, things are much more stable. And then bottom line, we are an underbuilt market right now. The last stats we have are from 2018, but in 2018, 1.2 million homes were created, new households were created, and only 860,000 homes were actually built. So there's a 340,000 home delta that were not created for the new households that were created. At some point, that demand is going to have to catch up, and supply is going to jump in. So we're going to have an opportunity, I think, to see more homes created and a housing market that continues to drive things forward.
Don't forget about the millennials. They're very unpredictable, it's true, and nobody likes to bet on them. But they just spent a month in their one-bedroom apartment or their studio with their partner or with their spouse, and I would say that they are seeking some permanence and some more space. So I think finally, one silver lining of the pandemic, not worth it by any means, but it will be millennials are going to stop renting and start buying. They'll start understanding what it feels like to build equity. They'll start enjoying what it feels like to own a home and have a sense of permanence in a community. So I'm betting heavily on millennium participation in the next buying wave.
I am as well. And because I feel like, especially the millennials that are still in their parents' basement, they definitely want to get the heck out right now.